Let's take a look at this super tow truck from 1986. Hi, I'm Tim, and welcome back to Bricks. Let's take a look at this super tow truck from 1986. This is set number 1572, the super tow truck. It has 79 pieces and one minifigure. This is another set I had as a kid that I bought back on Bricklink. For some reason, I feel like it's older than 1986 based on some of the construction techniques, but looking at some other sets from even 1987, I can see some similar things. So maybe they're just holdovers in my mind. I love these old trucks from the 80s, the older wheels, the proportions. Obviously, it looks like a semi-truck, a semi-tow truck. It's in the 4-stud wide configuration of the time period. This truck would probably be 2.5 times bigger now, maybe 6 studs wide, and just proportionally much bigger. But there's just something very endearing about the scale of these sets in the 80s. Start out with the minifigure. He has a very classic print of the overalls. It's only on the front but not on the back, and he has a classic red ball cap. You really can't go wrong. This guy looks the part. The truck itself is a well-built little set, some great proportions. It uses these older wheels that actually have a metal axle in them, but I just love the red center stud on the wheels. They had these red wheels for a while, and then it came out the white center wheels. Then the wheels came out that actually attached to plastic axles instead of the metal ones. But what's great about these, they actually have a stud on them. I don't know that I ever hooked anything up to them as a kid, but it's nice that that's there. They just have a quintessential Lego look to them. And I know that they went away from it for more realistic styling. There's something about the old Lego trucks that just screams Lego toy, and that was okay. It didn't need to be more realistic than this. One thing that's great about these old wheels is the sound they make. Truck has the classic 80s simple construction where 1 or 2 pieces was all you needed to convey something. So you can see on the front of the truck we have the lower fog lights or running lights, some headlights up higher, this great grill piece / ladder for the front grill of the truck, doors that open. These are such a great piece. They're still used to some degree today, at least from what I've seen. But they add so much play value just being able to open and close the doors. Go to the back, we have 2 rear axles, the rear lights, and then this tow hook piece, which is a great little add, but additionally it also bends out and folds out to give some articulation. But this is just a classic piece found on several tow trucks of the time period. There's some empty space back here. You could probably store some tools. Let's talk about some of these pieces and the construction techniques. In the front, you'll see that this is not a modified 1x4 with the plate over the side that you can hook onto things that's used even starting around this time period, but instead they use these sort of headlight pieces with the stud indented on the side to hang on, and that's on the front and the back. That's a technique that would go away when that newer part came out. So you can see that why they even came up with it, that they really found a need for it. But it does give a nice heavier look to the front and rear of this vehicle. I like the differentiation of the cab lights with the round studs to the square studs on the front, and then the clear headlights. It just gives it a really great solid work truck look. Has a nice color scheme. The white with the red stripe and then the blue and the base just really stacked up nicely the way they incorporated it with the blue studs in the front for the headlights all the way to the back and around the blue hinges. And even this red toe arm really go well. Just a really solid color scheme. Red, white, and blue don't always go together, but I think it was done very tastefully here with using white as the main color. Obviously we have the black base of the chassis and frame, but these red and blue accents really go a long way. Some nice angles up here in the back, and then these exhaust stacks just created with a cone and 2 round studs. This great roof piece that has a little indentation on it, and that was actually perfect to fit around the seat. That wasn't always the case in all the sets. Sometimes this would be further back, but it's nice that that's actually there and utilized. A blue seat and a blue steering wheel. But one of my favorite parts about this truck is this square windshield. This just screams semi and truck to me. It was used on other trucks at the time period, but just having that vertical windshield versus a raked windshield really just screams a tougher truck to me. With this extra 1x4 with the cab lights on it, gives the roof an even longer appearance on the side, which is great. Another great piece on this set is this wheel arch. There are other square ones from this day and age, but this one has this nice angle to it. Would probably be an octagon if you carried it all the way out, but it gives just enough wheel clearance even for these larger wheels, but really has the feel for these semis back in the day that had sort of wheel arches like that. You might even see on dump trucks and things of that nature today, but really sets it off in the front. Especially in the rear that you don't even get any wheel arches, you construct them with the 1x4s. There's no real frills to the set other than the articulating arm in the back, and it doesn't need it. Every piece conveys what it is. It does so in a very minimalistic way, and I think it's a solid little set. I think the only addition that I would like to have seen is maybe a wrench. Having a wrench as a tow truck driver is an essential tool. So a real simple set, but I think it has some great play value, being able to tow and lift up other vehicles. And as a little boy, I just ate up anything that was a truck, anything that was work related, and this really does the trick. Let me know what you think about this set in the comments below. Did you have it? Do you still have it? Do you want it back? So if you like this video, please hit that like button. Subscribe to see more videos. Feel free to follow me on Instagram. As always, thank you for watching. Until next time, let's get back to bricks.